go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning.
And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A first down throw for Brissett. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a three-point swing right there.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Singletary spinning his way into the end zone for a touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing, Brissett.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Brissett. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brissett to throw on 1st. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. This is Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again. Let's go get it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that is taken in by Njoku. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Here's Brissett. This is caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb running to the wide side. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett now. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 41, Brissett to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They go play action with Brissett. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he used...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen as his guys have now moved out in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Hines. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. 31 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action now. Brissett. It's caught by Bryant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, his throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Allen to throw once more. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Brissett. That's complete. It's Bell. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Brissett to throw on first. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They pitch it out to Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brissett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. On the delay, here's Hines. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A first down throw for Brissett. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Brissett. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Brissett.
And his throw here is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Hines.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Brissett again. And that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. 1st down, Brissett.
And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Allen again. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer, picks it up for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Brissett to throw on first.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Brissett to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Brissett on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play fake. Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Brissett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Again, it's Brissett.
Slant route complete to Bell. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a more.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And here come the Bills. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, you really have to credit the protection he got as well. He had time to throw all game long, and he took advantage, throwing for close to 400 yards and 2 touchdowns.